Hey, welcome to episode 1 of my podcast. Name, haven't decided yet. My name's Nicholas. Nice to meet you. So, to give a bit of background on me, I am a self taught philosopher, spiritual teacher. I've had a great love of theology and psychology my entire life, and I had a near death experience. And after that experience, I realized that my purpose is to express my most authentic self. And for me, that's being a mirror, helping people see and reflect back at them what they don't see in themselves. I guess we'll start off with my near death experience. I was sitting in my room, smoking pot, as you do, and I died, or almost did, because my family has a history of blood pressure problems. And I got picked up and I looked down and I saw a circle and I went, oh, that's the world. That's samsara. That's the cycle of reincarnation. And I looked up and I saw a being made of pure energy sitting on a throne, a chair, a lotus. It doesn't really matter. And I had read the Tibetan Book of the Dead about half a year earlier. So I asked, Buddha, is that you? And I looked around and I saw a semicircle of other beings. And in each of these beings, there was a fire in their chest. It was a violet fire. I realize now that this is what is known as the violet fire of Saint Germain. This is also the fire that burns in the hearts depicted in iconography of Jesus and Mary in Christianity. I realized that this fire is unconditional love. It is perpetual. It never goes out. And they asked me, so to say, although it was more so thought transference than anything else, do you wish to leave? And I replied, oh goodness, no, I still have so much left to do. There was no hesitation. And every single being, once they die, they get the choice. They get asked, do you want to go back? And you answer honestly, because it's not you, the often egoic sense of self or the observer self. It is your subconscious. It is the Christ conscious version of you which answers. There is no hesitation and there is no lying. There is no deliberation. So I said, oh goodness, no, I still have so much left to do. I wanted to teach and I wanted to learn. So I got shot back down. And next thing I know, I'm in my bed. And I get up and I look at a book called The Heart of Buddha's Teachings, written by the Bodhisattva Thich Nhat Hanh. And I turned it to the back and I saw his image. So I bowed to the image 3 times and then I turned it to the front. And I kowtowed to the image of the Buddha 9 times. And when I did this, there was a phenomenon that occurred. This is what most people experience when they quantum leap. And I saw many different versions of myself. So the final time I bowed, when I did that, it was me, and then there were 2 other versions of me to my left and right, and then 2 more behind that, and then 2 more, and then 1 more. We were making a circle, and this was essentially a pillar of me. and I shot up. That's the only way I can describe it, is I shot directly up. Now, I'll get into this later as far as what this actually means. But ultimately, this is you expressing your authentic sense of self. This is you reaching a higher level of authentic self expression and self acceptance. And after this, I realized that I had a lot of karma to clear. And karma, either good or bad, is essentially beliefs that you hold on a subconscious level. And as you become more aware of these belief systems which govern your actions and the opportunities that you see in the world, you can then gain a deeper understanding of yourself and what the world reflects back at you, because that is the role of the universe. It is meant to act as a mirror to show you what you don't see within yourself and what parts of your own subconscious you still need to incorporate to fully be a wholly balanced individual. This is shown in Norse mythology with Jormungandr, the snake that wraps around the world. The symbolism of a snake in many world religions is, on one hand, evil, but that's not correct. They are meant to give knowledge, and the shedding of the skin is reprogramming your subconscious mind. You are forming new neural connections. And as the snake gets bigger and shed its skin, your worldview gets bigger. You're no longer confined by the rules that other people impose upon you, be it individuals, society, to actually, you no longer have to conform to those viewpoints. And as we do this, we can then become the creators of our reality. We recognize our own sovereignty as divine beings. We are no longer identifying with the egoic self, but the observer self. You are not your body, you are not your thoughts. You are the being observing your thoughts. That is what soul is. It is the observer. While spirit is the animating consciousness of existence. So you can think of spirit as an ocean and a soul as someone scooping up a part of the ocean. So the soul is a ultimately illusion of individuality. It is what is judged based on what karma, good or bad, you make in this lifetime. And you then can change your karma by understanding yourself on a subconscious level. You are no longer bound having to make judgments to justify the actions that you do or do not take. So I think that's a pretty short, little, succinct summary of my initial experience and my spiritual awakening that happened about almost a year ago at this point. So I hope to see you all for the second episode. And I promise I'll actually have a name at that point. So have a great day. And if you found this interesting and you have any personal experiences that can relate, be sure to leave them in the comments.